In the heart of the city, where dreams come alive, B-Up's on the mic with that fire in his eyes. From the court to the field, every game, every fight, he's the voice of the struggle under stadium lights. He's seen the highs and the lows, the wins and the pain, every triumph and tear, every loss in the rain. But through it all, he stands tall, never backs down, with a heart full of love for this sports-loving town. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Every story, every glory, every promise we keep. From the love of the game to the struggles we face, he's the voice of the people in the sacred space. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. There's a love in the air for the game and the grind, for the players who hustle, leaving it all behind. Through the sweat and the tears, the blood and the fight, B-Wop tells the stories under the bright lights. In the silence of the night, when the crowd fades away.
What's going on, family? What's going on? What's going on this Tuesday evening? Thank you so kindly. Thank you so kindly for rocking with me for a little while. Yeah. My dog is out there, man, out there turning up, out there balling, Yeah. Bro, we'll move on. I want to say hello. What's up, Zipper Jones? How you feeling? JH, Val C, Miss Crystal Wise Williams. I love CC. Yeah, I'm in here, baby. Gotta work, baby. Gotta work. Miss Debbie Garcia, what's going on? Patricia McGee, Miss Johnson, what's going on with you? How you feeling? Miss Diane Brown, how you doing? Appreciate you. Mr. Wayne Hood, what's up, bro? Val C is in the building also. Miss Shepherd, how you doing, Carolyn? You doing okay? Look at here. All that false reporting that was out there yesterday, day before yesterday, and on and on and on. But guess what? What's up, Bill? But I still knew it on a show. He put on the show. Chad, the dude, went out there and put on a show. He jabbed on the show, y'all. One thing I like about Shedeur, he know what's in front of him. He not scared of the task. He know what the reporters are saying about him. Because what's going on, Kenny Wilson, Miss Johnson? The reporter, they tried to set him up. You already know who she was, Miss K. Dove Lauren, what's going on? Listen, she tried to set Shedeur up at the end of the practice. I'm going to get into the practice. But I was listening at the interview. She's going to ask Shedeur about Coach Prime. Why you want to ask that man about his dad when you know you really don't care nothing about him? She want to ask him about the health of his father instead of addressing the performance he just put on out there in the Cleveland Brown first mandatory minicamp. She didn't want to ask that. She didn't want to add nothing about him going for the percentage of passes that he threw and how many touchdowns that he threw. She didn't want to ask none of that. None of it. She didn't want to ask none of that. She was so concerned about Coach Prime, asking him about his father. What? Boy, man, you know what? She burns me up. She burns me up, and I usually don't get that mad about that. But hey, it is what it is. But let's hear. Shedeur still went out there and stood up in that paint. In spite of what's going on in his life, he still went out there and dominated. I mean, straight out dominated. I love CC, Jizzle, Patricia McGee, Sweet Pea, DJH, Diane Brown, Bill Phillips went out there and just dominated. And they let him run with the number 2 offense. Oh, yeah, they let him run with the number 2 offense. I kept trying to tell you. I said, keep an eye on this week. This the week. If they let him run with the number 2 offense, and sometimes the next 2 days he get a chance to run with the number 1, throw that ball to Jerry Judy. Oh, yeah, they don't identify Shedeur. They don't identify Shedeur as that quarterback. He's him. That boy stood up in that paint today. Let's get him. Let me show you some things. Let's dissect this thing for a little while, right? The reporter who I listened to, he said, Shedeur Sanders said, my goal is to be the best teammate. I view things as I got time to grow and mature and understand the defenses. I look at it as a plus, not looking forward, not looking too far in the future. I'm looking at every day in practice, small things. Over time, the big things will come. He concentrating on the small things. They were trying to trap him into saying, yeah, I'm better than the rest of them. I think I'm a big QB1. No, he know this going to be a process. Well, he already know. He already know he going to be QB1. He ain't got to tell y'all that. So you can go out there and bash him. And he know he got others, teammates and quarterbacks trying to do the same thing. Shedeur know he better than them. But he trying to be that good teammate. That coaching staff know who the best coach is, the quarterback is. And here we go right here. It proved that today. Yeah. He proved that today. That's the tracker. This the tracker. What's going on, Mr. Cameron Nash Williams? Bill Phillips, what's going on? Balsi. Here we go right here. Peter, what's up? Flacco, you're not throwing the drills. The 707, the 1111 drills. They held him back today. Skip the second line. Let's go down to Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett went 6 for 10 with 3 TDs and no interception. Now I want you to keep in mind, and this how I know they against Shedeur. These same people that credit Kenny Pickett with 3 TDs in the red zone and from the pass practice, they wouldn't credit Shedeur with his touchdown because they said it was in the red zone. Lord have mercy. Talking about double standards on my dog. Look at here. They said over there on Twitter, I remember reading it. Today they counted Kenny Pickett 3 touchdowns in the red zone for his tracker today. Kenny Pickett, he was 6-10, 3 TDs. Last week and the week before last, we were wondering why Shedeur didn't get credit for his touchdown. Well, one of the guys answered the guys back over there on Twitter, said we don't count red zone TDs. Lord have mercy. Jesus, Lord. Free Shedeur. Free Shedeur. Free Shedeur. They double standards on my dog. They want to give Kenny Pickett. Oh, Lord. This is the only reason I came on, y'all. This is the only reason I came on. Because I want to talk about this right here. I was going to wait, but I need to get this off my chest. They gave Kenny Pickett 3 TDs in the red zone with no pass rush. No pass rush. No 11 on 11. All these touchdowns that Kenny Pickett threw was 7-on-7. Wide receivers, tight end, defensive backs, and safeties. That's it. That's it. Just double standard. They said, nah, we can't give Shedeur credit because it was in the red zone for the other TDs that he threw. I said, then they came back today. They came back today, Dollar Bill, and hated and trying to lift Kenny Pickett up. Come on, he's 6 for 10, 3 TDs and no touchdown. 3 TDs and no interception. Okay, this is how y'all want to play it. Let's drop on down there to Dylan Gabriel. Now, they let him run with the number 1 offense. At times, he went out there first before anybody. You can see at the numbers that they track it. He threw the ball more than anyone. 18 times, 1 TD, no interception. But he didn't complete the 7 passes. He missed on 11 passes. No pass rush, and he missed. Former NFL players, especially quarterbacks, said in these type of drills, your quarterback should be complete every pass. Should no pass hit the ground. You can go on Twitter, they saying it all the time. Because the reason they saying it ain't no pass rush. And if it is, they're not trying to hit the quarterback. That lets you know the accuracy of Kenny Pickett and Dylan Gabriel. They're not that good. The bottom line, that's all I'm trying to tell you. They really not that good. They are back up quarterbacks in this league. And then let's go on up there to the second person. My dog, Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders went 10 for 12, 2 TDs. He threw 2 TDs in the red zone, but they didn't give him credit for it. He threw 4 TDs today. They gave him credit for his red zone, but they turned around and gave Kenny Pickett his credit for his red zone touchdown. Man, if that ain't double standards, I don't know what it is. Now, I know the coaching staff gotta have the correct numbers in this minute count. They got to have the correct numbers. Now, whoever ESPN Cleveland, when they put their track out, they didn't do it right. They just didn't do it right, y'all. They just didn't do it right. But that's okay. Even with these numbers right here, Shedeur still stood up in there. Stood up in the paint on them. And you can't take it from them. The reason you can't take it from them, we ain't going to let you do it. We are not going to ball out. Let me show some video. Like I say, Shedeur Sanders, he going to be QB1. He going to walk him down slowly but surely. Out the gate. First pass out the gate, Shedeur went for it all. He had a wide receiver out there in the flat, looked him off. I don't want that. I want the touchdown. That's first pass today. You saw the wide receiver out there in the slot. He was wide open. Looked him off. He said, "No, sir. I'm going for it all. Touchdown. Touchdown." Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders went for it all. We want it all. Don't get it all. Shedeur standing. He gonna be QB1. He is right here. Now this is 707 drill. That's a 707 drill. All right. Here we go again. Another. He just accurate. He accurate with that football. You're not gonna be able to hold him like that. You're gonna have to blitz to do it in the NFL. Look like they gonna have a decent offensive line because you don't see Shedeur. You really don't see Shedeur playing like you playing at Colorado. Everybody was trying to say, man, he hold the ball too long. He ain't hold it since he been in the NFL. Just stood up in there and just gunned that thing out. That's right, Arjizzle. Step up in that pocket and just gun it. Yeah, that's that real Brady mode. I love CC Wayne Hood. Yeah, I'm gonna step up in here and gun you down. And that's what he doing. Man, Shedeur ain't nothing to play with. Put him out there with the ones you want to. They ever let Shedeur run with the number one offense against the number one defense? You ain't gonna hear Joe Flacco name no more. You're not gonna hear Kenny Pickett nor Dylan Gabriel. All Shedeur need is an opportunity. Keep on pushing them up there if you want to. Yeah. You see what Mary Kay saying today? Ain't saying nothing about his performance. Yeah. You see it perform. 10 for 12. 10 for 12. 10 for 12. A gunslinger. Elijah Watson, a gunslinger. I cannot wait to the preseason where I take that back until they enter squad practice against Philadelphia and Carolina Panthers. When they play a different team, that's gonna separate the boys from the men. They're gonna separate when a defense coming at you, Mr. Miami, trying to put you in that medical tent. Oh yeah, we're gonna see who's gonna fold or who's gonna stand up. I promise you, it finna get ready. We gonna erase Kenny Pickett and Dylan Gabriel. They got the upper hand right now because I'll give Mary Kay her flowers right here. I'm gonna give her flowers. She told the truth in some of her statements. She said yesterday. Mary Kay said they are trying to see if Kenny Pickett and Dylan Gabriel can be the starting quarterback because they gonna get the most reps because they went after Kenny Pickett first. And she right. Because I've been saying that. She right on that. They drafted Dylan Gabriel before they drafted Shedeur. I give you that. She right. She right on that. Now, everything else she said, she dead wrong. Them are the only two things she don't say it right. I want to thank 1999 Super Chat. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. By live. Made by love. Appreciate you. Legendary. You sure will. Legendary. He legendary. He stood up today. I'm just trying to tell y'all, they can't hold my dog back. No, you can't hold him back. No, he gunning for it. We want it all. Give me that. Bam. Give me that. You see? I'm just trying to tell y'all. He ain't holding the ball long. See, people were questioning they was questioning the offensive line. What I can't understand is why people question Cleveland Brown offensive line when he played with a bad offensive line in Colorado. I don't get that. If you had faith in Colorado offensive line, you ought to have faith in anybody offensive line. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I ain't worried about no offensive line. I think he really going, man, look here. Shedeur is so good and so accurate with that football. He going to elevate everybody else around him. I'm just trying to tell you, he going to elevate. It's some players, especially on that wide receiver, we're probably going to get cut. Put on. No, I'm just going to say they're probably going to get cut. Shedeur don't make them look so good. I ain't say all of them, but one or two of them look so good. They got to rethink that thing now. They got to rethink them. They going to have to rethink that thing about that wide receiver group because Shedeur getting them the ball and making them look good. He throw a catchable ball. Shedeur Sanders throw a catchable ball. FD, $5 super chat. Appreciate it. Sebastian's system is tailor-made for Shedeur. 12 is him. Shedeur was praised by Newsom. Yeah, that started. You right. You sure right. Matter of fact, I got the video right here. He go Newsom right here. Appreciate for mine. You heard Newsom? Train him right. Has come in the league already. Student of the game. Shedeur Sanders ain't nothing to play with. Y'all better get off him or get with the program. Because we here. We here. Once again, keep an eye on tomorrow and the next day. Keep an eye on tomorrow, Wednesday, and keep an eye on Thursday. If Shedeur get a chance to throw that ball to the first team, it's a wrap, y'all. I'll tell you, it's a wrap. And if he continue to put them numbers up right there that we got up there on the stage and don't throw no interception, look at here. You see, Kevin Stefanski, he's smart. He's smart now. He know if he gives Shedeur them same kind of reps that Dylan Gabriel getting, 18 to 20 times to throw to the first team, oh, he going to make all of them look shiny. That's why they trying to hold him back. Because if Shedeur go out there and do that, because you got to remember right now, y'all, family, y'all got to remember, everybody's there. They see everything. They see everything. Myles Garrett is there. He see everything. Them number one wide receivers, the number two wide receiver, the number one defensive tackle, they are there in the building and they see everything. They see everything, y'all. They see everything. They see everything. Hey, by love, $9.99 super chat. Thank you. They need to realize he plays some balls strategically in traffic to running backs, tight end slots, and X. The creating will rise to the top. Yeah, just need reps. He need reps. He need reps. He need more. He need more than what he get. See, he need them same kind of reps. Or just Mr. Wise Williams, I love CC. He need them same kind of reps that they wasting time with Dylan Gabriel. You see, I'm afraid of, I hate to say this because it's early. I hate to say this because it's early. Check this out. Hear me on this, family. I don't want them to hurt the development of Shedeur Sanders as a quarterback. Yeah. When you waste time and you know without a shot of a doubt, Kenny Pickett is really not going to be on the team, you wasting time. And you can hurt the development of Shedeur Sanders by giving him the reps. That's Dylan Gabriel and Kenny Pickett. Matter of fact, the same way you treat Flacco, you ought to be doing it to Dylan Gabriel and Pickett. Don't give him no reps. None. You're wasting time, and everybody else gonna have the upper hand on you because you haven't install a offense so your starting quarterback can grasp the plays. Because that's what Shedeur is saying. Every time Mary Kay was asking Shedeur a question about Coach Prime, how you feel about Coach Prime? Man, Shedeur told us that, woman, I ain't up here. I ain't worrying about that. I'm trying to grasp this playbook. I'm trying to grasp the playbook. He know his dad all right. He talk to his dad every day. Why you worrying about his dad? You don't care about his dad? They trying to throw him off his game. And as soon as he got through answer that question, he walked off the way. He walked straight off the platform from that microphone and then said nothing. And he did it right. He did it right. They trying to distract my dog. I can't distract the dog. Nah. He making you look bad, Mary Kay. That's all. And you know it. He making you look bad. He done heard what you saying.
Play.
Here you go right here.
I know every day there's room for improvement in a lot of different areas in my game, so I never feel, I would say, full. I would say I'm always hungry. And there's a lot of aspects in football that you could get better at. It's weight room, it's knowing the plays, it's physically, it's throwing different. You can always get precise on more things. So I feel like I put in my day's work, but I know I'm far from where I want to be.
Tommy just talked about.
He concentrate. He was asking, how you feel? He missed 2 throws today. He said he got to work on that. Come on, he knew, and he know he shouldn't have missed them throws. He locked in. He locked in. He didn't go out there bragging and say, hey, I was 10 for 12. No, I missed a couple throws. 2 throws. I missed a couple throws. That's what he missed. Ask Dylan Gabriel what he do. How he feel. How many throws he missed. Ask Kenny Pickett how many throws he missed. I'm just saying.
My goal is to be the best team.
Keep it a buck.
Be as polished as I can be. So, in every aspect, I view things as I got time. I got time to be able to grow and mature, and be able to understand the ins and outs of the defenses and be able to get the good insight from the vets in the room. So, I look at it as, a plus. Like I got time to actually be able to really have a great understanding. And whenever, it's time for me to play, then it's time for me to play. But I'm not looking too far in the future about all that. I'm looking about every day in practice, because I had some misses out there today that, we got to go in there and correct about reads being in and out, drops a little bit faster from under center. So that's the main thing. I'm focused on the small things, and over time, the big things will happen.
Shedeur Sanders at the press conference talking about his performance today. He's looking at the smaller things. He's not worrying about things out in front of him. He missed a couple throws today. He got to go do some film work, and he got to straighten that out. He worrying about practice. He ain't worrying about no game. That's what I'm out here for. I'm letting you know he finna be QB1. Yeah, that's what I'm out here for. I'm gonna talk it for him. He can't say it, but we got Flacco, we got Kenny Pickett, and we got Dylan Gabriel. Dylan Gabriel been struggling ever since he been in Cleveland, Ohio. He been struggling ever since he been up there in Cleveland. Go back and check the records. He been struggling. Kenny Pickett has too, and they don't got more throws and Lemo left and with the first team than anybody. That's a sign right there. They ain't ready. How you think them numbers gonna look when they get ready to play or scrimmage Philadelphia? I'm just trying to tell y'all, man. Yeah. How do you think them numbers gonna look when they scrimmage Carolina and Philadelphia? Philadelphia got the #1 defense in the NFL, and they finna get ready to come to Cleveland in an inter-squad scrimmage. Those scrimmage are more tougher than a preseason game. That's why I'm just trying to tell y'all, Shedeur is gonna win this quarterback competition, and they ain't gonna have to give it to him he gonna take it. He gonna force them to give it to him because that's what his teammates they know. Shout out to Coach Prime. Shout out to Coach Prime. Shout out to Coach Prime. Listen, one of the best players on the team. It's amazing how this young guy can come out here and handle the media and go out there and perform in a way like a professional at a young age. A surgeon, a straight out surgeon, Miss Crystal Wise Williams, Wayne Hood, R. Jizzle, OFB, a straight surgeon is an opportunity. All he wants, Zipper Jones, was an opportunity. Give him opportunity. I'm gonna tell you right now. I know a lot of people ain't a Cleveland Brown fans, and I get that. But I'm trying to tell y'all, Cleveland Brown ain't got no bad team if Shedeur is the quarterback. He just ain't. They ain't gonna have no bad team made by love if Shedeur they starting quarterback. Because they gonna win some games. I ain't saying they gonna win the division. I ain't saying they gonna win the Super Bowl. But I'm here to tell you, they ain't gonna go 3-14 like they did last year. I promise you that. I promise you that. I promise you. Shedeur stood up today. Proud of the young man. Proud of him. He more mature than any other quarterback on the team, even Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco on his last leg. He know. Yeah, he know Shedeur is him. He knows Shedeur coming. That's why, Miss Debbie. That's why, Miss Debbie, I love CC. I can't understand why the Cleveland Browns want to waste time by giving those reps to Kenny Pickett and Dylan Gabriel. They might as well go on and fess up and get it out the way. Say, hey, real spill. Hey, Jack, go on and fess up, Dollar Bill, and say, hey, we miscalculate this thing. They ain't gonna be the only team that miscalculate this thing. Ask the New York Giants how they feel right now about their quarterback situation. Who they draft? How he looking? Yeah, how he looking? You might as well go ahead and fess up, Miss Linda Brooks, while it's early, so you can get those reps to Shedeur. Hey, we miscalculate this thing. We thought they were good, but they ain't. So we're going to jump out in head of it and try to correct my mistake while I got a chance. And I'm going to prepare Shedeur to get ready for game one. I'm going to let him get the majority of the reps and identify one of these guys other than Shedeur to be his bag up and get them ready. And everybody else, you got to kick rocks. Kick rocks. Kick rocks. See, because once again, like I said a while ago, you do not want to hurt the development of Shedeur by not giving him enough reps while you can. You don't want to hurt his development. He's still young. This dude finna be around for a long time because he's just a good passer. He's a good pocket passing quarterback. He just is. He was the best quarterback in the draft, hands down. They know it. I don't know what they were watching for the last 2 years. They was talking about it. Mel Kiper them. He supposed to be the king of the draft. He was telling you Shedeur Sanders is the best quarterback in the draft. You've been listening to him. You've been listening to him. And the teams that really needed a quarterback, they just overlooked him. That's crazy. Pittsburgh Steelers, they waited, I don't know how long just to sign Aaron Rodgers. And you heard at the press conference what Myles Garrett said when they asked him what you think about the signing of Aaron Rodgers to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Myles Garrett came out and said, yeah, I might as well go and introduce him to the graveyard. Myles Garrett wasn't playing with him, boy. Myles Garrett said, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go and introduce him to the graveyard. Because Myles Garrett, no, he's too old. Myles Garrett, no, he's too old. No Aaron Rodgers. Pittsburgh just messed up. Can't just blame Pittsburgh, it's 17 need a quarterback. Tennessee needed a quarterback, but they chose Cam Ward. Well, it's 16 left. Pittsburgh, New York Giants, New York Jets. Who else? The New Orleans Saints, Cleveland Browns, and one more needed a quarterback. They missed out on it. And they gonna regret this. They gonna regret this 100%. Because Shedeur ain't going nowhere. He finna turn the laughing stock team in the NFL into a playoff contender. Yeah, the Las Vegas Raiders too. Yeah, playing for Birdie. Thank you. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. He finna take Cleveland and put them on the map. He already got everybody talking about him. He got the #1 jersey in the NFL already in the offseason. What you think gonna happen when the season starts? And once he hit the field. Once he hit the field. Man, Shedeur ain't no man. Shoot. I'm here to tell you. I know they got Joe Flacco. I know they got him. He's a vet. I ain't gonna take that from his past. That was 30 years ago when Joe Flacco was good. 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago. Man, it's 2025. Joe Flacco is 41 years old, soon to be 42. What he gonna do when they hit him? Will he be able to get up? Invest in your future. I know you want to take your time. It's okay to take your time with Shedeur, but let him go ahead and run with the ones. Let him run with the ones. I know one thing I wouldn't be doing. I really wouldn't be wasting my time with Kenny Pickett. So I know they got to make a decision between Kenny Pickett and Joe Flacco. I don't like now one of them. I'm that being honest. I like Kenny Pickett than I do Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco, that too old, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sure there's some more quarterbacks out there that Cleveland Brown can go get to bag up Shedeur. I'm that being honest with you, Mike on the mic, and Zipper Jones and Allen. I'm sure it's some more quarterbacks out there, Diane Brown, that they can go get to bag up Shedeur. I'm just trying to tell you this afternoon, Wayne Hood. It's some more quarterback in this league that would love to come and bag up Shedeur instead of these clowns right here. Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, and Dylan Gabriel. You got to have I know they cheat. FD, I know it cheap. I know it don't cost them much, Elijah Watts. I know. Well, they need to go and trade him now, Elijah Watts. They need to go and quit wasting time. Man, listen. June is just started. Miss Debbie, I love CC. June is just beginning. That first game is in August. That means you need to be installing some offensive plays so they can know the plays when you get ready to play Cincinnati. That game is not too far away. It's just not. I think they're just handling it wrong. That's why they've been losing so much. That owner got too much faith in that general manager and the head coach, or just Mike on Mike. He got too much faith in him. For whatever reason, I don't know, Miss Debbie. They just handling everything wrong. And I don't want to come back and bite him. I just think they can build around Shedeur. I really do. I really think they can build around Shedeur. I'm not saying they can do it all in 1 year. I'm not saying they can build it all in 1 year. I just think they can build around if they go ahead and start now. I really think they can build around. I think they can build around Shedeur. Not in 1 year, maybe. Start it next year, start building around. First of all, you need to see what you got. You need to see what you got around Shedeur. Need to see what you got around Shedeur. Because once they start seeing what they got, then you can start building around Shedeur. Because you got to start up front with the defense. But it's a good thing they got Myles Garrett on his side. Because you don't want Shedeur to get hit by that. That dude there. Yeah. That dude, that's up there, y'all. Miss Crystal Wise Williams said, be what they will next year. Yeah, I know. Yeah, ain't too much they can do now. They cap heavy. Yeah, Deshaun Watson done tied up a lot of money, and that's why they in the position they in now with that contract. Yeah. I just don't want Shedeur to be on no losing team. I think Shedeur can help him win. He can help him win. But this guy right here, Jerry Jeudy, they can at least win 7 or 8 or 9 games, maybe 10. They can. You see, it's a good thing. I know that schedule is brutal. When they first start off, I get that. And there it is. I always remember when it comes to the NFL. I always remember that teams start slow. See, it's a good thing you catching Cincinnati. It's a good thing you catching Baltimore, all those good teams early, because they don't know what they got. And then it's a good possibility you can catch slipping. You put Shedeur out there and Lamar Jackson start throwing like he used to throw in a regular season game, overthrowing, missing throws. Man, Shedeur end up beating them now. He wouldn't mess around and beat them because they haven't got their offense ready to go when you get to team Baltimore. Like I said, Shedeur was out there gunning today. He was out there gunning. He wasn't playing with y'all. Wayne Hood, he's going to win. Be what they can make the playoff this year. Schedule is the final piece. Yeah, Shedeur is the final piece. Yeah, he is. He really is. And he got the community already behind him.
We won the championship!
Put belt.
We won the championship!
Love.
You play with Travis Hunter?
Yeah.
You call Travis Hunter?
Can't walk up with the camera.
Talk to him.
Where's Travis Hunter?
He gonna see it. He not. He gonna be able to see it though.
Hey, yo, Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
W. Travis. W. Travis. W. Travis.
I think Shedeur is in a good spot.
We really saw Dylan today, as far as getting reps.
They even got a quarterback.
It was composed, played on the offense.
They just got to know you
pretty well. His eyes got pretty big when I got free and I was face up on him, but all of them looked pretty calm, just going through their checks, going through their calls, making the plays they need to make, not doing too much right now, and they'll have time to continue to display their talents, and it's just one day at a time. Continue to earn the trust of your coaches and your teammates, and I think they'll be able to open up the game.
That corner, his eyes got big. I said, how the hell his eyes gonna get big? He know you wasn't gonna hit him. Miles Garrett said, yeah, he saw me come around that corner, his eyes got big. Miles Garrett ain't no joke now. No, he ain't. Miles Garrett ain't no joke, man. Miles Garrett. No, he ain't no joke, y'all. He ain't nothing to play with. Should do a sign of leadership.
You, bro. All you gotta do is just do this. Just sit in the right holes, do what you're good at doing. I'm not gonna put you in a position to where it's not you, where it's not your specialty, and I expect you to make a play. So that's just the best thing about being a quarterback, I would say, is just knowing each one of your guys and knowing what they're good at, what they're bad at, and keep feeding them the ball and the stuff that they're good at, and they're going to keep having confidence each and every play. Then eventually they're just going to be game changers.
Leadership. Leadership back in Colorado. That was ain't gonna
it's real fun having those guys in the room though, because we all are quarterbacks. We all feel similar ways, but nobody always talks about it. So Joe's the old guy in the room, so I joke with Joe all the time. Every day I see him. And Kenny, he had his experiences throughout his career overall, so then we just share a lot of the same things. And Dylan, of course, we're the same age group, Those guys are older. So me and Dylan, we're the same age group, so we just talk about experiences, just in college and everything so far.
Yeah, that leadership. He got it all. That's what you want from your quarterback, Just FD, Val C, Miss Callan, Leonard Brooks, TMFD, FB, leadership. Kids love it. They love it. Shedeur always have been a giver. Some kids love him. They just love him. That's who they want to see. That's who they want to see. They want to see their quarterback. They want to see their quarterback, y'all. They gonna mess around and make Shedeur. They gonna mess around and make Shedeur. Thank you, Miss Crystal Wise. We hit the like, thumbs up button, support the channel. Yes, ma'am. Appreciate that. Yeah, they gonna mess around. Shedeur gonna become an icon. They gonna mess around, and he gonna be an icon. He gonna be one now. He's new. He's fresh. Yeah, a real soldier. Like Newsom said, his dad taught him well. Coach Prime taught Shedeur well. Yeah, I love CC. Yeah, I'm just an icon living. Okay, yeah, crazy. They gonna mess around. He already legendary. You're right, Alan. But don't mess around, Alan. They gonna mess around now. This dude is the talk of the town. He's the talk of sports, any kind of news. It's doing the all season. Team played not one game, took not one snap in the NFL right now. What you think he gonna do? What do you really think gonna happen once he get out? Yeah, he got the following. He do. He do. I just told you. I just told you. I just told you. Elijah. You got old white men out there buying them jerseys already. He traded that gun in. He traded that rifle in and went and got him a Shedeur and a watch and throwed it up. Yeah, he threw that deer rifle down, probably don't park that pickup truck, and went and got him a hat, a jersey, and throw that wrist up. And he didn't need nobody. Nobody. He didn't need nobody to take that picture for him. He took it himself. Yeah. He got rid of that deer rifle, that truck, and went and bought him a hat, a number 12, and bought him a Timex. Because I know he ain't got the money to buy no Rolex. He looked like a Rolex, but he got him a Timex, and he didn't want nobody to take that picture. I take it myself and throwed it up on him. I used to take a picture with a 12 gauge in a pickup truck with a deer head on the back. I gave all that up. I want me a 12. I want me a Sanders. Let's go, Shedeur. I'm not sitting in that dog pound no more with no dog biscuit in my mouth. I'm going to be up there on the sideline, risking it up, hoping, I'm hoping Well-Off walk by. Bucky walk by with that camera. Here I go, Bucky. Throw it up. Here I go, Bucky. Yeah. Here I go, Bucky. Yeah. I'm gonna be on Well-Off this time. I ain't got time to be out there. I ain't got time to be out there. I told you, boy gonna mess around and be an icon. Kaylin Clark out there throwing up her watch. Throwing it up. Put it up, Shedeur. I got you. Even though I'm injured, I'm gonna throw it up for y'all. I'm gonna throw it up for y'all. Shedeur Sanders. They gonna mess around and make him an icon. Watch and see what I tell you. It ain't gonna happen overnight. No, Elijah Watts, I'm serious. Wayne Hood, I'm serious. But check this out. The reason why I know this dude is legendary because people in college, other coaches, they know Shedeur gone. They know Shedeur is gone. No, Mr. Wild, we don't agree with that. Listen, they know Shedeur gone to the NFL. He ain't in college no more. Well, check this out. What do you think the other coach is doing now? The head coach of South Carolina. He went and bought him a watch. Then he went and bought a player he tried to recruit with a watch and risk it up. It's a copycat league. It's a copy league. He went and bought him a watch. That coach of the South Carolina Gamecocks went and bought another watch for a player he trying to recruit and throw it up the wrist. Influence. Shedeur Sanders. They're going to mess around and make that dude an icon. Perfect time. Well, can't nobody do that thing. That should do a trademark. That's a trademark. Should do it here. Cleveland, y'all got a gold mine. I'm sure your owner already know. Yeah. I'm sure he's reaping the benefits. They reaping them benefits of Shedeur Sanders. Like I say, and I'm gonna keep it saying, he dominated today. I got 3 more minutes. Now I see y'all at 8 o'clock tonight with Uncle Steve and JR Box. Like I say, I just don't want the Cleveland Browns to hinder or hurt the development of Shedeur Sanders by not giving him enough reps. I just don't, because when you look at the quarterback, when you look at Zipper Jones, when you look at Flacco, when you look at Pickett, when you look at Gabriel, Miss Johnson, I love CC, Crystal Wise, when you look at that quarterback list right there, Shedeur Sanders is the only quarterback that got a high ceiling. See, he ain't reached his potential yet. He still got room to grow. Joe Flacco ain't got nowhere to grow. He don't maxed out. He have maxed out, Alonzo. Kenny Pickett, he not gonna get any better. He is what he is. He's a journeyman, Miss Johnson. He's a journeyman. He don't been on. He on his third team in 3 years. He don't have no higher ceiling. Ain't nothing nobody can teach him to get him better. Kenny Pickett is Kenny Pickett. He just Kenny Pickett, even though he was a first-round draft pick. And Dylan Gabriel gonna be just like him. Gonna be just like Kenny Pickett. Just gonna be. He was good in college, but he just ain't gonna be good in the pros. He gonna be an emergency quarterback. Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel. They don't have no high ceiling. Shedeur Sanders does. All Shedeur need is reps to understand and identify a defense. Process the play, make the right checks when you at the line of scrimmage, know where to go with the ball, and get the right play call when you're audible. Check out a play. Make sure your offensive line know what to do, and your running back and your wide receiver. That's what he needs. That's what he needs. And it takes time to get that. That's why they need to fast track this thing to get Shedeur ready for game one. That's just me. That's what I would do. I really would. Because now they got some dogs coming for Shedeur now. Yeah, them 4 quarterbacks there. You're starting Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and Patrick Mahomes, all of them in the AFC. Which one of them quarterbacks from Cleveland you think will beat one of them? You think that Joe Flacco can beat Lamar Jackson or Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, or Patrick Mahomes? I'm just trying to tell you, ain't no quarterback on this list right here give you confidence enough to go out there and battle one of those quarterbacks in a game. Ain't no way. You will lose whatever you betting on. If you betting on Flacco, Pickett, or Kenneth, Dylan Gabriel to beat one of these quarterbacks here, you're gonna lose. You like your chances with Shedeur going up against these quarterbacks here. Straight dogs. All of them. All of them. Wayne Hood said, I ain't gonna get mad at you, big dog. I'm telling you right now, Wayne Hood, if they start Shedeur, we're gonna take number 3 out the first week. If they start Shedeur, we gonna come and get number 1 that second week. Because they ain't gonna be ready. Their offense is not gonna be fine-tuned when the first part of the season. If we can split that thing 1-1, we can go on a run. Cleveland can go on a run. Cleveland can go on a run. Yeah, we ain't dodging no smoke. We want it all. We want it all. Right now, to me, Josh Allen, the best quarterback in the league. He been that for the last 3 years to me. He my favorite player until Shedeur came along. I've been rooting for Josh Allen for 3 years. He's just a straight dog. Straight dog. And he ain't had no help since he been in Buffalo. If y'all be honest about it, go look at their roster and look at their team. Josh Allen, the only quarterback on this list, ain't had nobody. Nobody. And every year he one game away from reaching that. One game away from reaching that. Josh Allen is the boy. Look at him. Can run it and throw it. Put a whole team on his back. On his back. Now Lamar Jackson, he decent. He good. He just ain't accurate with that football. He can run it. He can run it. I give him that. He athletic. But it come down to a tight game where he got to complete a pass. No, he ain't better than Josh Allen. Not in my book. Give me Josh Allen. Y'all can have the rest of them. You can have Patrick Mahomes. You can have Joe. And you can have Lamar. Give me that number 17. But now I got to put him on the back burner. You got to give me 12 now. You got to give me Shedeur now. Yeah, I'm with 12 now. Yeah. This the dude who I'm rolling with. I'm rolling with him. I'm rolling with him, y'all. Hey, I got to get out this thing. Want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank y'all for the super chat. Thank you for the Cash App also. Hey, if you don't mind, if you want to support the broadcast even more, join the membership. Just hit that join the membership, and I'll be grateful that you do that. Be back tonight with Uncle Steve and Tay Box. Boy, they got a show lined up for y'all. Yeah, Uncle Steve gonna be the host tonight. Boy, y'all know he got that 5 of y'all tonight. Uncle Steve got that 5 of y'all tonight. Check this out. How many games the head coach Kevin Stefanski will have to win? Put it down in the chat before I go. How many games do Kevin Stefanski, the head coach, will have to win this year to keep his job? That's the interest in that, y'all. So this could be his year to get fired now. Appreciate it, Wayne Hood. I love CC, Alonzo, Allen, Smiley Mom. Thank you. Thank y'all. I really do. I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. Wayne Hood, God, oh, boy, you put him. Boy, God, dog, just boy, you try to hand. He got Val C8. Okay, I can go with that. I think he got to win at least 7, y'all. God, dog, man. Ooh, I love CC said 10. Whitaker said 10. Oh, Lord. Well, he good at going then. he kissed it goodbye. Zipper Jones said 10. Yeah. Oh, man, Elijah Watson said 10. He got to win 10 to keep his job. Y'all might be on to something. I thought maybe 7. He got to leave win 7 because he didn't win but 3. He didn't win but 3 last year. I know one thing. He can save his job if he starts to do it. He can say that. Because that's the only chance he's going to get to win if he quarterback. And he ain't even win them in the game. If you do it in quarterback. I don't care what kind of play call he know. He can save his job. Y'all, I got to go. I'll see y'all tonight. All right? Y'all be blessed.